Welcome to the She Rises Collective podcast, a permission slip, a portal, and a hug all in one. A sacred space where stories soften us, truth unearths us, and sisterhood waters what's been waiting to grow. I'm Sonia Welch, wife and mama to a whole bunch of kids, certified trauma-informed life and transformation coach, entrepreneur, storyteller, heart and soul-driven woman walking life right alongside you. This is where we talk about the real stuff. Motherhood, relationships, money, career, business, healing and reinvention, sisterhood, the day-to-day, becoming the woman you know you're meant to be, and everything in between. Nothing is off limits here. We alchemize struggle into strength, pain into purpose, and we rise together. Raw, honest, wildly empowered. As the artist of our lives, let's take the raw materials of life and make freaking art, because you can be a masterpiece and a work of art at the same time. And if there's one thing I want you to know, it's this. No matter your past or your present, your future can be wildly beautiful, and you deserve a life that makes your soul scream, yes, more, please. If you're here, it's not by accident, you were led. And this space was created for you because this isn't just a podcast, it's a movement. A sacred soul-led space to come together, connect and laugh in a space that is real and raw, encompassing the complexities and dynamics of life, hand in hand, growing and rising together. This is the She Rises Collective podcast. Welcome home. A woman does not wake up one day and just decide to lose herself. It happens slowly, through being the strong one for too long, through the roles, the expectations, the hard seasons, the burnout, the overwhelm, the exhaustion, through too many nonchalant I'm fine days, through running on autopilot so long that you forget what it feels like to actually be present in your own life. I'll never forget the ache of looking in the mirror and not recognizing the woman staring back at me. She wasn't gone, she was buried underneath survival mode, buried underneath who I had to become to get through it. And that season, as painful as it was, it became my initiation. It led me down the path of self-awareness, self-discovery, healing, self-mastery, and something deeper than just loving myself. I learned how to actually like myself too, and those are very different things. Self-love isn't bubble baths and pedicures. It's not indulgence. It's not constant confidence. It's not aesthetic empowerment. Because loving yourself when you feel confident, that's easy. Loving yourself when you're messy, triggered, insecure, that's devotion. Self-love is not a vibe. It's a decision. It's not a mood. It's a commitment to yourself. It's choosing yourself when it costs something. It's the subtle everyday moments where you stop abandoning yourself, when you trust your intuition instead of overriding it, when you stop shrinking to keep the peace, when you stop overperforming for validation, when you stop portraying yourself and calling it noble. Self-love is what you choose when you're tired, triggered, and tempted to abandon yourself. And if self-love feels awkward, it's not because you're broken, it's because you're learning a new inner language. Most of us were taught to be strong, helpful, productive, pleasant, wear a smile. We were taught to earn love. So when we slow down and turn inward without justification, our nervous system doesn't recognize it. New doesn't mean wrong. It just means unfamiliar. And we can make unfamiliar things familiar. And there's a deeper layer to this. When you choose loving yourself, and even deeper, to like yourself, because these are different things, you stop chasing validation. You stop over-explaining, you stop performing, you stop proving, you stop people-pleasing, you start choosing rooms differently. You rest differently, you speak differently, not because you got louder or hustled harder, but because you're rooted in who you are. Self-love is self-forgiveness. Self-love is staying with yourself. Self-love is a relationship you return to again and again. And the way you love yourself sets the tone for your entire life. Every decision you make, every action you take or don't take, every boundary you hold or don't hold, every yes, every no, it reflects the depth of your self-love. Really understanding this and anchoring it in shifted everything for me. The way I show up for myself and the decisions I make. I'll never forget the jolt I felt in my body, in my chest, when I heard this. It was a truth that I felt deep in my bones. It resonated so deeply and stopped me right in my tracks and became the lens from which I now operate from. Because it's true in the big things, and it's true in the daily ordinary moments too. And when a woman truly loves herself, she becomes sovereign, not loud, not aggressive, not hardened, sovereign. Her worth is no longer negotiable. She becomes what I call a dangerous woman, not because she destroys, but because she cannot be manipulated, silenced, or convinced she is unworthy anymore. That kind of power is soft, steady, calm, anchored, and the beauty of it all is this. You can be a masterpiece and a work of art at the same time. You can be healing and whole at the same time. You can be becoming and already enough just as you are. Self-love isn't soft. It's powerful. It changes what you tolerate, what you attract, what you say yes to, what you say no to. Self-love is the biggest power move you will ever make. And if something in you stirred while listening to this, don't rush past it. Stay with it. This work of coming home to yourself is the foundation for everything else in your life. And the more devoted you become to yourself, the more magnetic you become. And here's something that feels important to say. The kind of self-love I'm talking about isn't surface level. It's not a mindset shift you hear once and suddenly everything changes. It's not repeating affirmations for a week and hoping it sticks. This kind of self-love requires inner work. It requires awareness. It requires honesty. It requires healing old patterns. It requires rewiring the identity you've been living from. It requires learning how to regulate your nervous system instead of abandoning yourself when things feel uncomfortable. It's layered. It's nuanced. It's a journey. It's a kind of devotion that doesn't happen by accident. It happens by doing the inner work. It's a path. It's devotion you build over time. And this is the kind of work I guide women through. The kind that doesn't just inspire you for a week, but changes how you move through your entire life. I have specific containers for the woman who's ready to choose herself at that level. And just know this, you are not too far gone. You are not behind. You are not broken. You're just being invited back home to you. And I'll leave you with this. There is a quiet but undeniable power of a woman devoted to herself that changes the way the world responds to her and makes her the plot twist in her own story. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to the She Rises Collective podcast. If this episode moved you, inspired you, reminded you of your power, or you just plain enjoyed it, please take a second to subscribe, share it with a friend, leave a review, and even share it to your social media. Your voice helps this show reach more women who are ready to rise. If you're craving deeper support, real conversations, or want to explore working together, head to SoniaWelch.com or come say hi on Instagram or Facebook to stay connected. I'd truly love to hear what's landing for you. My coaching work is about the sacred journey of rising, becoming, and expansion into the most beautiful version of you. It's the synergy of mind, heart, soul, and body work that we do in my world that creates a vortex of deep self-remembrance, unlocking your fullest potential. the kind that births lasting transformation and activates the truth of who you are. It's a recalibration of who you are at your core, a deep initiation into your power, your purpose, and your potential. Remember, you are the artist of your life. You are allowed to rewrite your story. You are worthy of more joy, more peace, and more soul-screaming yes moments than you've ever allowed yourself to believe are even possible. This is about living a life of intoxicating joy, doing what lights you up, a life that roars into the world and creates ripple effect impact, because it's not just about us. This is how we shift paradigms, take our power back, and give others permission to do the same, just by being who we truly are and letting our magic be felt and seen. Until next time, keep rising, keep becoming, and don't forget, joy is rebellion, and you are here to make it roar. You are loved and you are supported here.